Did you know that there is a car rewarded the title as the most expensive car in the world? Even more pricey than a Bugatti. Relax and sit back. We are going to tell you about this car history and price. So let's start. A rare 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO sold for $48.4 million at R.M. Sotheby's annual collector car sale in Monterey, California. The sale set a world record for any car ever sold at auction. It beat out a Ferrari 250 GTO Berlinetta that sold for $38 million in 2014. Not close behind was a 1957 Ferrari that sold for $35 million in Paris, France, in 2016. Considered the holy grail in collectible cars, the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO was sold by former Microsoft executive Greg Whitten. CNBC's Robert Frank spoke to Whitten on why he's selling the car before the auction took place on August 25th. The $48 million race car sold won the 1962 Italian GT Championship and has over 15 class and overall wins from 1962 to 1965. Phil Hill, the first American to be a Formula One world champion, was a driver for the car. Classic Ferrari GTOs are known to be some of Ferrari's most successful racing cars. They are rare because only 36 GTOs were ever made, and they are all still running. The Ferrari GTO is considered the holy grail in collectible cars. According to CNBC's Robert Frank, only 36 were ever made. In June of 2018, a 1963 silver Ferrari GTO reportedly sold privately for $70 million, and it's believed to be the highest price ever paid for a car. And in October 2017, Washington, D.C.-based lawyer Bernard Carl sold his 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO to British classic car trader and former race driver Gregor Fiskin for $44 million. Now Carl and Fiskin are in the middle of a $500,000 legal battle over the car's gearbox. Fiskin says he bought the Ferrari knowing it didn't have its original gearbox, which is part of the transmission, but with the understanding that Carl would eventually give it to him, according to the Telegraph. That didn't happen. Fiskin sued Carl for breach of contract, demanding that Carl immediately hand over the original gearbox. And Carl sued Fiskin, saying he didn't retrieve the part because neither Fiskin nor Carl would pay a $25,000 fee to the U.S. auto dealer who Carl says has it. Carl is also asking for $500,000 from Fiskin to cover the cost of his search for the original gearbox. The case is ongoing, and in the meantime, neither man actually owns the vehicle anymore. Fiskin flipped the Ferrari to a wealthy anonymous collector, says the Telegraph, for an undisclosed price in 2017. Part of the appeal of Ferrari GTOs is their racing history. The GTO at the center of the lawsuit was used in many races throughout the 1960s, including two particularly well-known contests. In 1962, legendary drivers Phil Hill and Olivier Gendebien drove this Ferrari during the 12 Hours of Sebring, a famous endurance race, and placed second. The same year, Hill and Gendebien won perhaps the most famous endurance race, 24 Hours of Le Mans, in the Ferrari. As a race car, its parts were often removed and replaced to maximize the likelihood of success on the track. This, according to Forbes, is why the vehicle's original gearbox was removed and not put back. The 250 GTO was built with a 3-liter V12 engine, according to Ferrari, that features 300 horsepower at 7,400 RPM. It has a cable-operated handbrake to the rear wheels and was available as both left and right-hand drive. Please like and subscribe for more video updates. Thank you for watching this video.